Welcome back, guys. I never was a big Judas Priest fan, but this latest album they put out, Firepower, it's got some killer guitars in it, and I just love the way it's mixed. I think Andy Sneap had done some work on it. I think he went on tour with him as well, but he mixed this album, or was part of it, right? So it's Richie Faulker on guitar, which he's been on guitar for a while, since KK Downing left. You've got Glenn Tipton, who sadly has Parkinson's. I know that he's been kind of bowing out of touring, so I think that's why Andy came in. Before I get into this preset quickly, make sure you subscribe. I appreciate all the people that have subscribed so far. So rather than to kind of reinvent the wheel, Leon Todd has some great tone matching videos out there on how to do it with the Axe-Fx 3. I think Cooper Carter has some stuff with the Axe-Fx 2. But basically, you put this tone match block in here, and you either play live through something you want to tone match, or you do it offline, which is what I did here with the beginning of Firepower. Now, it was, when I played it, it was off because I just don't want to mess with, I'm not monetizing, but I don't want to mess with all that copyright stuff. So I changed it a little bit. We'll see how it goes. The thing you have to do with tone matching, though, is you kind of have to do a little bit of preparation, and you kind of figure out what they use. Well, I tried to do some research. I think, live, Richie uses some Engel heads, and I think not KK, but who's that guy? Glenn Tipton also talked about using this Engel Invader, I think it is. We don't have that on the Axe-Fx, but if you listen to this tone, I tried to keep it, when it first matched it, it was fairly bassy, so I came in here to the amp, I brought the depth down a little bit because I think it defaults to the middle, and I brought the bass up a little bit. It's not quite as woofy here. You got to find a clean source when you're doing this, and the beginning of that song is pretty clean, so there's nothing else in there. So what I did for that opening is I've got one guitar already recorded, and I'm doubling it. Guaranteed in the studio they're at least doubling it, if not doing more guitars than that, to get that real thick wall of sound. This is not a tone that I would ever dial in, but like I said, when you're EQing stuff for the studio and for studio recordings, it's not necessarily what you would probably play, it's just how it fits in the mix. This guitar tone is fairly stale, in my opinion, especially playing single lines, There's just not a lot of life to it. But if you want to get that tone, I think it's fairly close to the recording. But just not something I would dial in for my normal, patch. But there it is. It's free. Have some fun with it. Hit that subscribe button. Hit the notification bell so you get notified when I put out more videos. And you guys have a good weekend.